Hi everyone, this is Diana Simkauskaite, FM Pearl Orchid. In this video I will be aiming to explain how the commission of your orchid structure is counted. I think it is very useful to know how to count the approximate commission, even if the computers do it automatically, because it will help you to decide how to build your structure in advance in order to get more commission. The FM marketing plan booklet will help you to understand the terms and rules on how to get the best profitable structure. And the example today I'm going to show you is of an Amaranth Orchid level. In page 36 of marketing plan, you will find the rules for Amaranth Orchid level. You can see them here now on the screen. We are going to count all the available accumulated points for the level step by step. And then we will count the percentage share and commission using the formula, which you can also see here at the bottom of the page. Here you can see the extended Amaranth Orchid structure. You can see that this leg has at least 3 21% legs, which makes it an Amaranth Orchid level. The first rule for the accumulated points is that for each leg which is at the Pearl Orchid level and is not Amaranth Golden Diamond or Black Diamond Orchid at the same time, you receive 60,000 orchid points for calculation. That means you need to apply downline rule. The downline rule term is explained on page 33 in the marketing plan booklet. This Amaranth Orchid is working with 6 different legs, and only 2 of them are pearl orchids. However, according to downline rule, these legs have to be called Amaranth legs. That means that this particular structure doesn't qualify for rule number 1, so you don't get any accumulated points in this example. The second rule gives the extra 90,000 points for Amaranth, Golden Diamond and Black Diamond Orchid legs. Out of 6 legs, we have 2 Amaranth Orchid legs, so you get 2 90,000 point sets. So the rule number 2 gives you 180,000 points. Rule number 3 says that for each 5 or multiples of 5 directly sponsored groups at an achievement level of 21% or more, you receive 60,000 orchid points for calculation. And for each 7 or multiplies of 7 directly sponsored group with an achievement level of 21% or more, you receive 90,000 orchid points for calculation. This example, out of 6 legs that is working with, has 5 legs which are above 21%. That means that it qualifies for additional 60,000 points. The 15% leg is not included in this calculation as it is lower than 21% level. The fourth rule calculates the personal group points. The definition for personal group points can be found on page 31. You count these points from all the pearl orchids which are not Amaranth, Golden Diamond or Black Diamond orchids at the same time. If there is another orchid level under this particular orchid, you subtract the personal group points for this calculation. In this example, you can see that we've got 2 pearl orchid legs. The first pearl orchid has 130,000 points, and we can subtract the 90,000 points of an Amaranth Orchid under it, and we get 40,000 points towards our calculation. The second pearl orchid has 2 orchids under it, so we have to subtract both of the personal group points. It leaves us with additional 20,000 points. Altogether, rule number 4 gives 60,000 points. The rule number 5 counts the personal group points from all the directly sponsored group with an achievement level of 21%, but which are not orchid at the same time. In this example, we count the 3 21% legs and their personal group points, and you can see that all of these accumulate to 100,000 points. To summarize, you get 400,000 accumulated points towards Amaranth Orchid level. The percentage share is calculated by this formula. In the underneath example, we are taking one of the possibilities for total accumulated points of all Amaranth orchids. It is variable every month depending on the sales done all over the world. The red number gets to 1.06%, which is the percentage share for this particular effort. It is called your personal percentage share. In order to count the net commission, we will use the percentage share for Amaranth, which is 1.5% and 1.5%, and companies' worldwide turnover multiplied by personal percentage share and country's exchange rate. UK exchange rate is 0.175. Your net commission in this example is £773.72 for the actual level of Amaranth Orchid. The next step we are going to take for the same structure is count its pearls orchid commission. Every Amaranth orchid is the pearl orchid at the same time. The rules for counting the points for pearl orchid can be found on page 34. You also can see them here in front of your screen. We are going to use all three steps to count these points. The first rule gives 30,000 points for all orchid level legs. We have 2 orchid level legs out of the 6 we are working with. They both are Amaranth, and that means that 60,000 points is going counted towards the orchid level commission. The second rule includes the group points of all the directed sponsored legs which are below 21%. In this example, you get additional 12,000 points. The third rule counts personal group points from all the directly sponsored groups which have achieved an achievement level of 21% and are not orchids at the same time. In this example, we have 3 legs like that, and we add all of the points and we get 100,000 points towards the calculation. Per orchid level, calculation accumulates to 172,000 points, and we will take this amount towards our net commission. The percentage share formula is the same as Amaranth. However, we need to use the total accumulated points of all pearl orchids. We get 0.42% as a personal percentage share. To count commission, we need to multiply companies' worldwide turnover, pearl orchid share percentage, personal share percentage, and country's exchange rate. We get an extra £817.51 commission for the pearl orchid level. The third part is to count the commission for the Magnolia program. In the Magnolia level, we only take in account levels below 21%. We use the difference of percentage levels to count the commission. In this case, we have one 15% leg, and as every orchid is 21% at the same time, we have to use the 6% difference for this calculation. By using Magnolia's commission formula, we get £126. The total commission for Amaranth Orchid is the sum of all the different levels. Here we get £1,717.23 commission. Just to show you the difference, I'm also going to show you the basic Amaranth Orchid, the structure which only has 3 legs of 21%, which is the minimum for reaching Amaranth Orchid. If we look back to the rules of commission for Amaranth level on page 36, we can see that the first 4 rules don't give any points toward this calculation, as it doesn't have any orchids in the structure. It also doesn't have 5 legs to qualify for the rule number 3. The 5th rule indicates that all the personal group points from all the 21% legs. In this, if this is the basic example, we will say that all these 21% legs has only 30,000 points in their teams. That means we get 90,000 points towards the Amaranth Orchid level. In total, we get 90,000 points for this calculation. For the percentage share, we use the same number of total accumulated points of all Amaranth Orchids as we used in the previous example. With only having 90,000 points, we get only 0.24% as the personal percentage share for this example. After using the commission formula, we get £175.90 commission for this Amaranth Orchid. To count basics Amaranth Orchid commission for per level, we use the same 3 steps from the page 34. Again, first and second steps don't give us any points. The third step gives another 90,000 points. After using the formula, we get 0.23% as our percentage share, and it will give us an additional £447.68 commission. To summarize, we add all the commissions for all achieved levels. As there is no below 21% legs in the structure, we don't get anything from Magnolia plant. In total, it's £622.87 commission. Let's have a look in the differences for these examples. The basic Amaranth Orchid only had 90,000 accumulated points. In the extended Amaranth structure, we get 400,000 points, which is more than 4 times bigger number. And I think it is really good to see this example so you can understand why it is important to build your structure correctly. Again, the huge difference is seen in the commission comparison. While the basic Amaranth only gave £622.87 commission, the extended one was worth £1,717.23 commission, nearly 3 times more. And again, it is really huge difference. In my opinion, this is a very good example showing how important variety structure building is. In order to achieve best result, it is very useful to know how to calculate your projected commission. Read through the marketing plan and contact your sponsor or orchid leader in your team if you have any further questions regarding this. Thank you very much for listening. Please forward this presentation to any team members who might find it useful. Thank you. Bye.